Hey Tigers, this is Marcy. So I wanted to do this next nutrition talk on the oatmeal that I make almost every morning, about 3 times a week, because you can obviously get tired of stuff, but I've actually been eating oatmeal now for about 4 years and it hasn't let me down yet. Okay, so after I work out, I eat oatmeal, and a lot of people say probably, why are you eating that? It doesn't have enough protein and it's not a good post-workout meal for you, because again, like I told you guys, I work out in the morning. So when I'm finished, I eat oatmeal and I load it. So all this stuff you see is pretty much what I put in my oatmeal. So I have a bowl like this. I think the bowl when making oatmeal is very important because you don't want it to boil over, and you want to make sure it's big enough, you know, so that you can fit everything that you need in here. I've seen multiple people with this bowl. I'm not quite sure. My mom got it for me, but it is the perfect size. It fits in the microwave. No issues there. Okay, and I have 1 minute oatmeal that I get from Costco. So, actually I get this from Sam's. Costco only has the, I think the steel cut oats or something like that, but Sam's has the 1 minute, and for me and my schedule, 1 minute works best because I can pop it in the microwave, for me, about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, and cook my oatmeal and be fine. Versus the steel cut oats, and the healthier oats, I should say, are pretty much better on the stove. While you can do it with hot water, I just don't prefer it. I don't prefer the big grains and oats. That's just not me. But if you can, yes, it is the healthier solution in terms of oatmeal. So the 1 minute oatmeal, which is what I eat, is the most refined. So again, that's not always great. If you can, buy the steel cut oats, and there's multiple other kind of oats. I got it from Nutrition Diva. She has a great podcast on the oats and how they're refined and how they're made and why they're called 1 minute oats, which is the most processed oatmeal. So I understand that, but at the end of the day, it's not unhealthy. It's very, very healthy. And I've been eating it for 4 years. It doesn't cause weight gain. It's not too heavy after a workout. It's perfect. So that's what I do. So that's my 1 minute oatmeal. So what I do, I obviously put it in, and I know me, I just kind of get the bag and I pour it. If you want to get the measurement and measure the water, that's fine. So I just put the water in and I go there first. So I put it in the microwave, and then I have my warm bowl of oatmeal. So while it's still hot is when I add my fruit. Okay, so each morning I add fruit to my oatmeal, and I have a picture that I'll show you now. This is a picture that is all of the fruits that I used to put into it, because every time that I go shopping, I add new ingredients to my oatmeal. So that's that. But right now, I'm using Nature's 3 berries. So I got raspberry, blueberries, and blackberries that I use for my oatmeal, which turns out to be pretty good. This bag will last me about 2 months. So it's good. Again, I get it from Costco, and I'm really big on buying in bulk because bulk is better. You don't have to go to the store. You always have it ready. So here's another picture of exactly how I prep my yogurt and also my berries. So I prep it for the entire week, all of my ingredients for my frozen, and I just simply put this into the freezer, and every morning when it's time for me to go, I just get it and put it in my lunch pail or lunch bag and go. So it's pretty simple. I also am eating frozen strawberries, and I've been eating these the longest, and they're also from Costco. I'm actually starting not to like them as much. I don't know why. It's just something about the taste and the way they get soggy. I'm not quite sure. So that's where I start. I have my warm oatmeal. I put my fruit in my oatmeal. That's step 1. The whole point of doing that is the oatmeal is steaming hot. When you put the berries in, it defrosts it. So I don't, versus people that do fresh fruits, you don't have that problem. You don't need to put the fresh fruit into the steaming hot oatmeal. But for me, it's frozen. That's what I do to cool that off. From there, I put my Greek yogurt. So you're probably wondering, where does her protein come in? Here is one of my sources of protein, which is Greek yogurt. And I use this brand, but I also use store brand as well at Costco because it's usually cheaper, but this time they didn't have it. And it usually lasts, I think, expires within 3 weeks. So I probably go through one of these in 3 weeks. It's 35 ounces, so it's really, really good. A lot of people don't like Greek yogurt because it's thick and it has a very sharp taste, but I like it because by the time I'm finished with all this stuff, it tastes amazing, okay? So anyway, here we go. Got my Greek yogurt for my protein, and this bottle alone, I mean, it's 46% protein. So again, I mentioned before on my Facebook page, you don't always have to drink a protein shake after you work out. You can also eat your protein. I will do another video on protein. I do drink protein occasionally, but I mostly get it from the foods that I eat. So from there, so I dump my berries in, I dump my protein in, and then I add all of my other little nitty-gritty ingredients that are very important that get me through my morning, okay? So another high protein ingredient would be chia seeds. So I put chia seeds into my oatmeal, and this is something that you can spread on any of your foods because you don't really taste it, but it's very, very high in protein. And it also has a lot of, I guess, a property that will keep you hydrated because it absorbs a lot of, I guess, of the water when you do things. So if you want to test this out, buy some chia seeds, put it in your water, let it sit for maybe 5 minutes, you'll see that the chia seeds turn into little jellies, little gels. And a lot of runners use chia seeds when they are doing more of the endurance runs because it keeps them hydrated. So chia seeds are good, and there's way more benefits to chia seeds than what I've just said, so feel free to look into that. And from chia seeds, I get a sprinkle, maybe a tablespoon. You don't need too much. Again, I know myself, I just pour what I need in there. And then I also went to the store recently. So these are the whole chia seeds, so they're real chia seeds. I then went to the store recently and bought milled chia seeds that look like this, okay? And it is definitely not cheap. Chia seeds are kind of pricey. I think this cost me maybe $9, but I shop at the wholesale market when I go. And another little health tip that I try to do is I shop when I see a Groupon. So there was a Groupon for a local store near me to get $15 for $30 worth of food. That's when I can go and stock up on my healthy ingredients for my meals that I eat. So I suggest you to do that too. Everybody should definitely be logged into Groupon and Living Social because they have some great deals, and it might also be a store near you that has healthy ingredients that you can incorporate as well. So here are the milled chia seeds. So milled just means that it's finely chopped, so it's pretty much like a powder versus these being the real seeds, okay? And so I got both from the same store, and the brand of these chia seeds is the Bob's Red Mill. Bob's Red Mill is in a lot of stores, and it doesn't cost too much. It's not only in your grocery stores and your wholesales and your farmers markets, it's also in TJ Maxx and Marshall's that I now saw. So if you guys go back to the back after you finish shopping, check into the little food section, you can find a lot of the stuff back there. They got not only this, they got olive oils and jellies and all the neat stuff as well. So done with chia seeds, my other source of protein. So I got my Greek yogurt and my chia seeds. From there, I also put wheat germ. Wheat germ is really good because it's really high in folic acid, and it has a lot of benefits, especially for women that are pregnant in terms of their baby, and a lot of other healthy benefits as well. And another cool thing about buying stuff like this, it oftentimes has a recipe on the back. I haven't yet tried it, but it's a way for you to start eating healthy and not having to think about how can I use this healthy ingredient. Just look on the back and try making their particular recipe. So I also put wheat germ. Again, I'm only putting maybe a teaspoon or tablespoon of each of these ingredients in here. And then I also have wheat bran, which I'm almost done with. And wheat bran was probably the cheapest ingredient that I put in. It's like $1 and some change, and it's just a way to get some more fiber into your diet. And fiber is good because it gives you the illusion that you're full, but you're really not. And so, well, you could be full. So it helps in that department. This is wheat bran. So again, same brand is the Red Mill. So that's that. And then I also put hemp seed. Hemp seed is what I think a lot of people don't know about yet. If you do, super cool. So hemp seed is another great source of protein. So if you're wondering how I get my protein after my workouts, there you go. I got my Greek yogurt, I got my chia seeds, and I have my hemp seeds. So hemp seeds are very, very good. On the back, it even tells you what you need to put in there. It says, simply add 3 tablespoons of our delicious hemp seed to almost any meal. So all of these ingredients, wheat germ, wheat bran, chia seeds, hemp seeds, you can put this in all of your meals. And what I think I might do is to get a container and go ahead and pre-mix all this stuff. So then when it's time for me to eat, I just sprinkle it on there. I was gonna do it before the video, but I didn't wanna get messy right now. So anyway, hemp seed is very, very good. High in protein, high source of omega-3s. And it says right here it's 11 grams of protein. And so with these ingredients, you can taste the hemp seed a little bit, but it's not a bad taste at all. The chia seeds, you can taste a little bit, but it wouldn't mess up a meal. And definitely not the wheat germ and the wheat bran. You can't taste it at all. So that's another excuse that you can't give of, oh, I'm not putting it in because it tastes nasty. You won't taste it. So you're flooding your meals with all of these healthy ingredients. And yep, so that's that. And then what I additionally like to do is put cinnamon. I put cinnamon, which is my substitute for brown sugar. Before, when I used to eat oatmeal when I was young, I used to load it with brown sugar. I've heard of some people loading it with brown sugar and butter, which is super unhealthy, and I cut out the brown sugar. It was a tough one, but with that I went to cinnamon. So cinnamon and honey, and here's a picture of kind of the brands that I get in terms of that. So that is that. I put honey in, and the good thing about cinnamon is that it's a spice, and you can put as much as you want. So if you want to load it up because you like cinnamon, do it. Don't be a dummy and do like some of these people on YouTube that get the tablespoon of cinnamon and try and swallow it, because it has caused people to die. So don't do anything like that. So in a nutshell, I also put honey, and honey is good, especially if you're battling with seasonal allergies. Honey is very good for that, if you get your local honey around wherever you live. So that's pretty much my oatmeal. And then again, guys, I told you I went shopping. I like to buy different things and try different things. So with my coupon, $15 for $30 worth of product, I bought gluten-free, wheat-free, instant oatmeal. And here we go right here. It has apple cinnamon with flax, maple raisin with flax, and banana maple with flax. So here we go. I bought this. Again, the name brand is Gluten Frida. I've never tried it before. I'm sure you guys have. And this is just kind of like if I get tired of my regular oatmeal, I might use this. But at the end of the day, I still end up putting additional ingredients into this oatmeal, so it might taste the same, but that's something that I do that you might want to try. So don't feel obligated to always get the big bag or the traditional can of oatmeal. Try new things. I also bought steel cut oats, and steel cut oats, so when I'm home I can try using that as well. And then something that I have not tried is spelt flakes, and this is something brand new. It's organic and it's high in whole grains. It cooks in 3 minutes versus 1 like the instant oatmeal. And again, it's high in protein, it's high in fiber, no sugars, potassium, and there you go. It also has a recipe on the back. There's recipes all over the place, and this one I just felt you can actually rip it off. So these are spelt flakes, so anytime I get tired of eating my oatmeal, I might try spelt flakes. I might try the steel cut oats when I'm at home. So there we go. Those are pretty much the core ingredients that I put into my oatmeal, and by the time that you get finished mixing it all together, it looks like throw up. It sounds kind of crazy, but it looks like throw up because it's pink because of the dye from the juice from the strawberries and the berries. It's very purple, it's very red. You're putting all the stuff in here, you got chunks here and chunks there, but it tastes great. It doesn't taste bad at all. So that's how you load your protein, load your oatmeal rather, full of protein and full of different grains and stuff of that nature. The last product that I have it's called Apple Granola. Putting granola into oatmeal actually tastes very, very good. This is a more expensive granola than I usually buy. I usually just buy regular, and I also bought some, I forgot the name of it. It's at the local grocery store. It's a granola, but it almost tastes like cereal, and I put that in there and it tastes really good. It had a little bit of cinnamon on it. So this is Apple Granola that I will sometimes put into the oatmeal, and since I'm very frugal, I like to use it sparingly, so I don't dump a whole, fourth a cup of granola into my oatmeal because I have all these other ingredients. I put maybe 3 tablespoons in so that they'll last me. So I'm really big on that, making things last, and that is my oatmeal in a nutshell. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions on exactly where you can get some of these things, I would just highly suggest you first start in your local grocery store to cut cost, or you can go to the Whole Food Market, which is what I did. So not Whole Foods, and not it's more like a wholesale. We have one near me. I think it's called, I forgot the name of the store, but it's really good. It saves you at least a couple cents compared to your traditional store. And there we go. So again, don't feel obligated that you have to get the same name brand products as I did. Get whatever you want. And that's it. See you guys later. Bye.